The Switch online service has barely changed since it did become a paid service back in September 2018. Let's be honest, it hasn't really changed since the Switch did come out, and whenever people do talk about how they would improve the Switch online service, they always focus on the retro content and not on what I feel like should be the main part of the service. It is in the name, the online part. The online part of the Switch online service has definitely been neglected in my opinion. This is what I would do to improve the Switch online service and make it worthwhile for people that aren't really bothered about retro content. But yeah, this is pretty much how I would fix the Switch online service in 2021. When you look at the competition, they have a messaging system. It's not even tied to their online service. I am on PS4. I can chat with my mates even if I don't have any sort of PS Plus activated. I can still talk to them on the PS4 itself and on the app as well. I can't believe we have a paid online service on the Switch and we can't message our friends and talk to them, even if it was just through the app itself. I can't believe Nintendo haven't added in that feature yet. It's just such a basic feature, being able to talk with people on your friends list. It would just be a really great addition. I can't believe we are still missing this. It's just really bonkers in my opinion how we can't message our friends and say, do you want to play Splatoon 2 at 8 o'clock? Or do you want to play Smash at 7? Or do you want to join me on my Animal Crossing New Horizons island? I can't believe we don't have that feature. It's just, for me, there's no excuse for Nintendo not to do a messaging system. They did it on the Wii U through Miiverse. I'm not sure whether they had reservations due to what happened with the 3DS sort of Picto chat, something related to the art sort of feature there, where people sent inappropriate images. So I'm not sure whether Nintendo are being a little bit over sort of sensitive in terms of that, in terms of not getting in the headlines for the wrong reason. But yeah, they could easily sort that out through the parent controls app. Like, you got like a feature there, why not use it? I just can't believe we don't have messaging. It just makes no sense for me. Either do it on the app, that'll be enough, but yeah, it should be on the system itself, on the friends list, and it should be on the app as well. So yeah, messaging, that is one big thing to fix the Switch online service. Another thing is that on the friends list you have an invite sort of menu there, where pretty much if you do get an invitation, it would pop up on that option in that menu. Any invitations you would get, it would pop up there. But the trouble is, not many games actually support the feature that Nintendo did add in back in 2019, and not even Nintendo's own games support it. You can't have any support for it for Splatoon 2, so you can't invite anybody, and the invitation doesn't pop up in that page. I do believe maybe Animal Crossing might support it. I could be wrong on that. I don't own the game, but I know for sure that Splatoon 2, Smash, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, ARMS don't support that feature. So yeah, there should be a system-based invitation system where you can pretty much invite someone to play a game with you. It pops up with a notification on screen. You go on the friends list, you drop all the way down to invites, you see your mate send you an invitation, it pops up there, you click on it, you either accept or reject it. I can't believe we don't have invitations. It's just bonkers to me how Nintendo are charging for online. We still don't have basic stuff like messaging, invitations. It's just, yeah, it don't make sense to me at all. Now, on the online app, you can chat with your friends in certain games, in certain modes, like in Splatoon 2. You can only chat with your mates in a specific salmon run mode and a specific sort of multiplayer mode. I think what Nintendo should do is release a party chat app for that Switch Online app on the iPhone, on Android. They really should do that. I know you've got other options out there like Discord, you got other sort of services out there where you can chat with your mates, but Nintendo are charging for online, so I feel like there's no excuse for Nintendo not to add in a feature that would be really useful for online play. System-based party chat would be really cool to have, especially if you just want to chat with your mates and you're not even playing a game, or say like if you are playing different games. It would just be such a really useful feature, and yeah, I can't believe we still don't have it, and that's just going to be a common theme throughout this video. I'm just going to be completely amazed how Nintendo haven't released any of this sort of stuff to improve the online service. Well, I guess I shouldn't really be amazed. This is Nintendo. They're terrible at online. They really are. And it's about time they did improve with the Switch Online service, seeing how they are charging for it. I know some people say, you know what, I don't need a messaging system. I can just send a message through Twitter, social media, Discord, stuff like that. But for me, it is the principle how they are charging for online, and they haven't done anything for it. And that leads nicely into my next point, and that is the connections in the games haven't improved at all. People are still getting disconnected in Splatoon 2. We are still getting disconnections in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Smash Bros Ultimate. I do believe they did improve the online recently, but before then it was really laggy. So what Nintendo should do is add in dedicated servers to all of their online games to improve the connection in there, to reduce the amount of disconnections we do get in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 2. I'm not sure what the state of Smash Bros Online is with the improvements. I'm not sure whether it has changed a lot, but yeah, a lot of the games were a little bit laggy when I did play Smash Bros back in June when Min Min did come out. Hopefully that isn't the case now, but yeah, I really do feel like Nintendo should use the money that we are paying for the Switch Online service and pump it back into the service itself and do dedicated servers. I really do feel like we should get that sort of feature. I really do feel like we should get it. I really do feel like dedicated servers would go a long way to help to improve the situation we are currently having in Splatoon 2 in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And speaking of Splatoon 2, I think it is not good enough how cloud saves isn't supported for all games, and Nintendo come out and say, yeah, we don't really want to do cloud saves for Splatoon 2 because it could pretty much encourage hacking in terms of rolling back your saves to get like perfect gear. For me, I really do feel like we should get cloud saves for Splatoon 2. People have put in hundreds or even thousands of hours. I don't think it is good enough how we can't transfer our saves from our Switch to a new system, or say like if your Switch does break, we can't download any of our cloud saves to a new system that we do get. And with the rumours of a Switch Pro coming out in 2021, I probably might pick up a Switch Pro, and I'm thinking, you know what is going to happen to my save? Am I just going to have to start from scratch on the Switch Pro, on the Splatoon 2? I put in 700 hours, over 700 hours, nearly 750 hours, which I know isn't really a lot compared to many other people out there. A lot of people always say, oh my god, you've only put that much into Splatoon 2. I've put like 2,000 hours into it. So yeah, seriously, I can't believe cloud saves hasn't been supported for all games yet. It's just not good enough. We are customers, we are paying for this service, and we aren't getting anything for it. It's like Splatoon 2 players, in my opinion, we are paying just to carry on playing the game online, and that is it. We are not getting any benefits at all outside of it. It is a point I have brought up many times on the channel. back when the service did become paid in September 2018. I've always not been a fan of it. I kind of feel like it has shafted a lot of Splatoon 2 players out there. We have to pay just to carry on playing the same game online we had for free for what, over a year? Because Splatoon 2 did come out July 2017. We had a year's worth of free online, and then we had to pay just to carry on playing the same game online with no added benefits. So yeah, that is it for the online side of things for this video. Maybe you could chuck in achievements in there as well, but I definitely feel like for how much we are paying, I definitely feel like Nintendo should add in all of those features to improve the online service, like the online part of the service. For me, it should be the main part of the service and not the retro content, but it seems like Nintendo only focus on the retro content in terms of the online service. It really does feel like the online part of things is being tied, it's been like locked with the sort of virtual console that we did have with the Wii U and back in the Wii. Moving on to more general stuff Nintendo could do to improve the online service, and that is pretty much release more games that do take advantage of the online service itself, that do have compelling online components, because I'm looking at Nintendo's output at the moment in terms of their main games, and it doesn't really seem that much different in terms of their online side of things in those games compared to what they have done in the past where their online service has been free. It really doesn't feel like Nintendo haven't done a lot to sort of sell the Switch online service, and you know, I kind of feel like Nintendo should create software that does take advantage of the Switch online service, that does sell you on the Switch online service. I kind of feel like what they are doing right now is what they have always done. I would love to see Nintendo be a little bit more ambitious and create IPs or games that are really good for online play. I guess Tetris 99 and Super Mario 35, that sort of fits into what I'm talking about. I would like to see more of that sort of stuff in their bigger games. It's like when Metroid Prime 4 does come out, I want to see a fully fledged multiplayer mode to take advantage of the Switch online service. I really do feel like Nintendo should release more compelling software that do have really good online components, because then that will definitely sell you on the Switch online service. I guess some people say, well, 26 million people have picked up the Switch online service already, but that isn't really that much compared to how many people have picked up a Switch. So I really do feel like Nintendo should do more software that do have more fun, really engaging online modes as well. So that is definitely something which I want to see in the future. So I'm just going to interrupt my own video because I did edit this video and I was a little bit harsh on the lack of new software with Nintendo Switch Online. I guess Tetris 99 and Super Mario 35 are, you know, original titles that Nintendo have created to take advantage of the Switch online service. I would love to see more original software, bigger software than Tetris 99 and Super Mario 35. I cannot understand why Nintendo are taking that away from the Switch online service either. It doesn't make any sense at all. It is one of your selling points, and I have had quite a bit of fun, like, you know, just spending half an hour here and there on the game. I cannot understand why Nintendo are doing a limited release with Super Mario 35. So yeah, they need to get rid of that. And I guess on my point of them making software to take advantage of the Switch online service, I think Mediatonic have beat them to the punch with Fall Guys. I honestly believe Nintendo have been sitting on a sort of really good concept there of turning Mario Party online and doing something like what Fall Guys are doing. Fall Guys, I said this nearer the time it did come out, but Fall Guys, it really does feel like a Nintendo made game. And if Nintendo were good at making games online, if their online side of their business was up to par and it wasn't like 10 years 20 years behind the competition, then I think we would have seen a Mario Party game with online, and it would have worked similar to how Fall Guys work. I honestly believe Mario Party, the concept, works really well with what Fall Guys did with the Battle Royale sort of type of game it is. And yeah, Nintendo definitely missed a trick there. They could have done that Mario Party sort of game that was on the 3DS that did have all of the Mario Party mini games. They could have made that for the Switch, put online multiplayer in it, turned it into like a battle royale, and that would have worked really, really well. And I think that would have blown up. I think that would have really took off in the community. And yeah, I definitely feel like Nintendo missed a trick. I can remember Miyamoto saying that he wanted to create a Minecraft game before Notch did create Minecraft. And I feel like this is another situation that Nintendo, if they were a little bit quicker, if they were, like I said, if their online was up to par, then they would have made Mario Party online, and I think that concept would have worked really well. I do believe Mario Party on the Switch does have online multiplayer, but it doesn't work with all of the mini games. I honestly believe what Mediatonic did with Fall Guys is what Nintendo should have done with Mario Party on the Switch. Now, as part of their Switch online service, Nintendo are doing free game trials where pretty much you can download and play a game for a set amount of time. We have had Mario Tennis Aces, Pokken Tournament DX, and I do believe ARMS did join the game trials. And yeah, I definitely like to see Nintendo do more of that sort of stuff. And I think what would be really cool is if Nintendo teamed up with third-party companies to do it with online heavily focused games. It's like when Doom did come out in 2017, the online mode was popping up until we did get the introduction of the paid online service. So what Nintendo should do is put Doom as part of the game trials, and I think that would be really cool to see. Same with Payday 2. I think that game is pretty much dead at this point. So yeah, I would like to see more game trials in 2021. Now, a lot of people talk about the retro side of things in terms of the Switch online service, and I just want to throw my 2 pennies worth and pretty much say that I'm getting a little bit sick of the drip feed of games that we are getting. I really do feel like we should get games on a regular basis, and tied with that, we should get more retro content outside of the NES and SNES. We should get Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, N64. I really do feel like now is the time to do that sort of thing, but knowing Nintendo, they will do Game Boy, and then next year they will do Game Boy Color, and then 2022 they will do Game Boy Advance, and then 2023 they'll do DS, and then 2024 they'll do N64. That is not good enough. We need to have Game Boy, N64, have games come out on a regular basis every month like what Nintendo used to do. I don't think they will do GameCube games because they will save them for HD remasters. Nintendo will definitely do that sort of thing. But yeah, as part of the online service as well, Nintendo have said that online members will get special offers, and the only special offers we have had is for NES and SNES controllers. Nintendo should expand those special offers to the eShop, where Switch online members will get an extra discount, maybe up to 10 or 15%. That would be really cool to see, because at the moment Nintendo aren't really doing anything with the special offers at all. So yeah, that's pretty much how I would fix the Switch online service in 2021. And I know some people say You know what, it's only $20 a year, you should be happy with what you got. Well, no, I think that is a terrible excuse. I am paying $20 a year, and at the moment I feel like I am getting nothing in return. I really do feel like the online side of things should have been free, and they should have just done a virtual console sort of subscription service. I'm not really bothered about NES games, SNES games. I'm not really bothered about retro content, so why should I have to pay just to carry on playing the same games online? So that is why I want to see Nintendo use all of the money that they are getting through the 26 million people that have subscribed so far, use it to improve the Switch online service and the online features. So yeah, that is pretty much it with this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you do to fix the Switch online service? But that's pretty much it, and I will see you in another video soon.